广泛受到了中国和澳大利亚两国民众的，这也说明啊，只要我们朝着中澳关系的未来，一定是前景光明。中方呢愿意与
dialogue in Australia in June. I look forward to returning. Climate change and our foreign ministers recently met in New York. Now, just earlier on today, Premier Lee and I had another productive and important bilateral meeting. I'm encouraged by the progress that we have made between Australia and China's relationship in producing stabilisation to the benefit of both of our nations and with the objective of advancing peace and security in the region. Stability, peace. We have continued to stabilise the relationship without compromising on any of Australia's national interests. With our patient, calibrated and deliberate approach, we've restored Australian trade with our largest export market. And today we discussed restarting exports of Australian live rock lobsters. We've worked for the removal of trade impediments one by one. The Premier pointed out the quite considerable growth that has occurred in Australian exports, including wine and barley, that has grown to be larger than what was there before there were impediments to that trade. I'm pleased to announce that Premier Lee and I have agreed on a timetable to resume full lobster trade by the end of this year. This, of course, will be in time for Chinese New Year, and this will be welcomed by the people engaged in the live lobster industry than what was there before there were impediments. The impediments to our trade added up to in excess of $20 billion. I'm quite confident that when we look at the amount of the trade for goods which had impediments there to them, whether it be agricultural products like barley, whether it be some of our coal exports which were there, our wine, our seafood, our meat products, that all of this combined, when we look back, will grow back to an even greater amount than they were represented at the time that impediments grew. One of the things that I say is that we can cooperate where we can, but we'll disagree where we must. And what's important is that friends are able to have direct discussions. It doesn't imply agreement, it doesn't imply compliance, and I'll always represent Australia's national interest. That's what I did today, but it was a very constructive meeting. Thanks.
Jelajahi cara baru mendapatkan informasi. Download MetroTV Extend sekarang.